By humanitarian camouflage, I mean the use, the misuse, the distortion of international humanitarian law, principles of proportionality, distinction, precautions have been invoked. I mean, Israel has justified, has explained its military actions as proportionate, as not targeting civilians. They didn't achieve their goal, considering that 70% of the victims have steadily been women and children throughout the assault on Gaza. And so there has been an abuse of these categories. And in the report, I made reference to human shields, medical shielding, evacuation orders and safe zones, and collateral damage. I won't have the time now to elaborate on each and every one of them, but just to pick one. Human shields. The use of human shields is prohibited under international law. So, and it occurs when military action takes place behind civilians, so as to use them as a shield, and of course it's prohibited. The point is that Israel has used the concept of the allegation of Palestinian armed groups using human shields since the very beginning of its military campaigns against Gaza in 2008, 2009, 2012, 2014, 2020, 2012, 2014, 2021, 2022, and including during the Great March of Return. So, and these allegations have proven false to a certain point. Even Israel, in certain instances, Israel had to retract those allegations, and this is documented in the report. So I'm saying that this is not new. It has been used at an unprecedented level this time, because, again, on everything has been justified, and it's very overwhelming. It's overwhelming in the Israeli explanations and documents that Hamas uses human shields. And so instead of doing what IHL requires, so providing evidence that in each attack, that's where not avoidable because it was Hamas using human shields. The very configuration of Gaza's population has been considered human shielding. But also, and this is the last element I wanted to bring to this, how military targets, because this is what happens to the people, how military targets have been considered. So first of all, there is a pattern that allows to say that not just combatants have been targeted. And in order to be a legitimate target, you need to be an active combatant. A soldier, and I say that in general, including an Israeli soldier who's not an active combat, cannot be targeted because he's a civilian at that point. And so it's a crime to target anyone who's not in active combat. But also the physical targets have been identified through an AI system on using criteria that have led to target an entire building, for example, based on the presumption that an Hamas affiliate had been there. And this is, so there was no military purpose to target the entire building. And of course, and there is overwhelming evidence of how medical premises have been destroyed on this basis, on using false allegations that then have proven wrong, and still this has not spared any facility from the military attack.